Hello, hello. Good evening. Matthew! First in, last out! Matthew! How you doing, brother? Bit later than normal start time tonight, but hello. No Matt, good evening. Jellybean, hi John, had a great game last night. Tau versus Guard, absolutely steamrolled my mate. I was Tau, Ghost Kills stole the show. Oh, really? Alexander, we're not seeing you in a while. Good evening, 007 to you. Excited for 11th edition. Yeah, excited. I feel like they could have shown us a better reveal than another damn intercessor. I really think, Matthew, they should have just showed us tactical marines. They should have just been a tactical marine. We don't need any more intercessors. Good evening, James. I really think it should be a tactical marine. Hello, Phil. Good evening. Oh, we got all my favourite people in the house tonight. How are you guys? Hope you're well. I've had a child-free day today, so I should be somewhat relaxed. It's a tactical intercessor. It pretty much is, isn't it? I mean, I should have on the stream said, on the reveal stream, I should have been like, we've already, like, everybody in the stream has pretty much already customized their intercessors. Like, everybody's already done that. Like, put the old helmets on them. But it was late at night. I was tired, so mistakes were made, I guess. But I feel like everybody has already done what they showed off, right? Like, it's just an intercessor with an old helmet. I feel like most people did that already. Okay, we are still blocking out a few colours on some of these blade guards. At least your audio didn't go out. Yeah, the audio wasn't great, was it? I feel like they always have audio issues on those live reveals they do at some of those shows, man. Like, they gotta get a new audio guy. Good evening, Speargrass. How are you? I really appreciate the fact you streamed it live. As a fellow dad, there's no shot I would have done that. I went to sleep beforehand, man. And it was actually... I got like 2 hours sleep before the stream went live. I put my kids to bed. My kids normally go to bed at like 8:30, so I put them to bed, and then I just jumped straight into bed as well and closed the door and told the kids, do not wake me up. You know, go bother my wife. And I slept from like 8:30 till 10:30. So I got to my job on time the next day, and it was only like the last hour, right? Like, so I usually finish about 5:30. I work like 8:30 to 5:30. It was only like the last hour that I was starting to feel tired at work. So, and it wasn't even that bad. So I was totally fine. I think it was worth staying up even though the audio was shit. And then, yeah, I just went to bed early on Thursday night, right? Like, I went to bed probably an hour earlier to catch up on Thursday night. And feel right as rain. I was at the gym again this morning, because I had a kid-free day, so I, as a sadist, I went to the gym without because I didn't have my kids today. So I'm a bit sore, but I feel like it's worth it. I'm getting muscle. I'm trying. What is it? No pain, no gain, they say. But yeah, I'm excited for 11th, and I actually have kind of big news as well. I'll give it like a few more minutes for us to get to like 30 people. Like 40k news, or Blood Angels Commander news, whatever you want to call it. I've got some big news. I want to wait till we get like 30 people in live, and then I'll share it. If you're a member already on YouTube, you probably saw it in the Discord channel last night, early today. Good evening, Iron Angel. If only they were a $1 billion company. Do you know what? I just shipped some models to America. We got really lucky, Alex, when we shipped your Dreadnoughts over to America, because I just shipped some models to America for one of the channel supporters, And oh my god, I got shafted on the, what is it, the tariffs? Like, the postage was ridiculous. Like, I just, like, it's the worst postage I've ever done, basically. I was like, oh my god, I can't send things to America anymore. Like, what is this fee? Like, why is it so high? It's absolutely ridiculous. So I can see, I know the American people like to complain that Warhammer is expensive. I can see why, because the import to America now is absolutely bonkers. It was basically like half the cost of the models again. Postage to me wasn't cheap either. Well, no, I mean, I guess the whole world's kind of gone bonkers a bit like that, Matthew. But I sent some models before to like a couple of channel members in America, and it wasn't nearly as bad as it was recently. Like it's got like 2 or 3 more times expensive. Like it's got to a point where it's like, oh my god, I just can't send things to America anymore. That's too much money. The cost of the Dreadnoughts wasn't low. Yeah, I mean, the cost of Dreadnoughts wasn't low. If it turns out you can take 2 chapters, what would be a good team up with Blood Angels? Oh, that's interesting, yeah, because they talked about, they talked on stream about how you're going to be able to take 2 detachments. Oh my goodness, that's going to be controversial. We're going to see Gilliman teamed up with the Blood Angels again. That's a pretty good combo, actually. Or we're going to see Dark Angels teamed up with the Blood Angels. That could be cool. Lag and Shadowmark Blood Angels and Raven Guard. The UK's gone. The UK isn't much better at the moment, dude. Gas prices are insane here. 1 litre of diesel, 1 litre, is probably about $2.50 US. So a gallon US is probably like 12 bucks or something. Like, my wife put half a tank in my car, and I want to say it was like $100. Maybe not quite 100, it was 63 pounds is 1.3, so it would have been like 6 times 3 is 18, so add 18 on. So a half a tank of diesel was like $81, half a tank. So I had to fill up the whole tank, it would have been 160. Like, what is going on? Like, yeah, it's like it's just ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, the US might be bad. UK's not much better right now, bro. I'll get the wife to walk to school with the kids a few times this month. We gotta save some money. It's ridiculous. At least it's getting out of winter now, I guess. It shot up like this last time when there was the Ukraine war. I actually think it was worse last time round, but I mean, it's still not great. United Wargamer, how are we doing? 1 litre diesel this morning is $3.47 New Zealand. Yeah, it sounds expensive. Have we got 30 people in the stream? We do. Oh, great. Okay, cool. So if there's 30 people here, let me just show you this real quick. So I've been working on something. It's live as of now already. It is live. The URL is this, bacommander.github. Let me put that in chat if anyone wants to copy it. But this site is live now. Like, you can just go here, you can use this. It is free. So I have, let's say, future humans with gun bolts. We'll call them Tactical Marines. They have, let's say they have +1. Nah, they've got reroll hits. So they got all at the moment. What have they got? They got some bolt guns. They've got 8 models with bolt guns. They get 1 attack each. Their strength 4, AP 10, and weapon abilities. They have rapid fire. Let's say they got rapid fire 1. I honestly don't remember Tactical Marines off the top of my head, but let me just humor me. We got Tactical Marine number 2. He is a flamer. 1 model. He gets D6. Oh, can I not do D6? I'm gonna have to change that. Okay, so let's not do a flamer. Let's do a plasma gun. Like I said, I only just launched this, so I need people to test it and tell me what's broken. I guess I hadn't tried a flamer before. The plasma gun... Do plasma guns have devastating wounds? I don't know, we'll leave it, I can't remember. And then the third weapon, so we add one more weapon. Down here. We add a rocket launcher. We've got one model, he's got one attack, he hits on 3s. He's re-rolling hits because we used all the moment, and the rocket launcher is, I don't know, strength 9, 2 damage, can do d6. Right, what are we going to shoot? We're going to shoot big green goblins. Let me just say we're going to shoot something nice and easy to kill. Guardsmen. Their toughness 3. They got like a 5-up save. Let's say there's going to be 10 of them in the... no, they got 1 wound each. There's 10 models. The sergeant has 1 extra wound. They are in cover, so they get +1 to their save. For example, you can now click... does it have the bell curve calculator? I'm glad you asked. Of course it does. What do you take me for? Some sort of fucking amateur? Of course it has the curve. Thank you. Who said that? That came across. I'm joking, man. Yeah, we've got the curve. We've got the curve. And then we also have the damage. So you can see how many models you will statistically kill. If you want this data, you can click like Fool, right? You can just click that, open up Paint. Right, so if you wanted to like take a screenshot of a Mathhammer and send it to your friend, it just copies the result into Paint. I should probably actually update this so it says like my tool name underneath this, so it's like got a plug to my tool. I'll do that because down here I've got a plug to the tool or to the channel, and up here at the top I've got a plug to the channel. So probably I'll make it so when you click like copy the formula or copy the bell curve, it's going to say made with the Blood Angels Commander tool, whatever. I haven't done that yet. I guess that's coming in version 3. Probably release that tomorrow because that's a small change. So we've done a test, right? So now it's going to log those tests. So if you ever need to go back, this was something that I didn't have before. So like I can go back and look at all the logs. I can clear the logs. So if you want to test 2 units against each other, you could jump between the results. You just click it, it'll load back up the previous result, right? And then you can also do presets. So if you wanted to save the Tactical Marines as a preset, you could just hit save. And then if you clear everything, you'd be like, well, I want to use my Tactical Marines again. Load. And before I was worried about this stuff being stored with me, none of this stuff is stored with me. This is all stored in like your cookies and your browser history. So it's all stored on your machine. So like, technically there's nothing on here. There should be nothing on here that specifically mentions Warhammer 40,000 in any way, shape or form. Such as like, you know, there's no mention of Warhammer 40,000. There's no mention of any copyrighted things like Future Human with Gunbolt. You understand? Big Green Goblins. You understand? Weapon number 1, weapon profile. So there's nothing on here, as far as I'm aware, that can get this shut down. So this is free. It's live now. The first version went out yesterday. I did some bug fixes overnight. So we're on version 0.25. Use it. It's free. It's yours. I'm gonna put a plug in, so if you copy this shit, it will it'll plug the YouTube channel. But it's there. It's done. Version 1 is up. So enjoy it. Use it. Tell your friend. Boom. My wife was at a night out last night, and I've been saying for like 2 months that I was going to finally make it into its own app, right, for people to use. Ah, Speargrass, thank you so much for the 20, dude. That's really appreciated, especially when you're paying $3.50 for gas.
At Speargrass,
man, we should take super chats and gallons of gas. I appreciate the gallon of gas. Thank you so much, Speargrass. No, I'm joking. But seriously, you know, use it. I've actually opened a room in the Discord channel for it. The room is just called BA Mathhammer because that's what I've called the site. I'll maybe change the name, but for now that's what it's called, BA Mathhammer. If you've got suggestions, if you've got bug fixes, if you've got feedback, throw it in that Discord room. And yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to release it for a while as a standalone app. My intention was to release it for free. It does work on mobile phones as well, so if you want to use it on your mobile, it works on mobiles. I think it should all be fine on mobiles, but I guess you can tell me if it's not. And if there's features you want for it, I can probably add them given time. But it's all there. It's there. Use it or don't use it. It's your call. But my intention is to update it over the time, and my other intention, like what I really wanted to do, was I want to be ready, like as soon as 11th edition launches, I'm gonna take a day off my day job and I'm gonna update it so it works for 11th edition. I'm gonna do that the very first day of 11th edition, basically. So it's there. You know, and I'm committed to doing that pretty much. So thanks for the damage calculator. You have regret. Yeah, I think I read that already. Thank you, Speargrass. I appreciate it. I will share it with my 40k group. Cool. I will send out the link to my group. Yeah, feel free. Yeah, it's there. Use it. Good evening, Campbell.
At Matthew Bark 6927 donated
5 gallons of USA diesel. Yeah, ship me some USA diesel, Matthew. That's what I need.
5 gallons of USA diesel. Thank you for always working hard for us. So happy to support you.
Oh, look at this, guys. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it.
At Alexander McPherson 4379 donated $19.99 via Super Chat. Let's not make the wife walk the kids to school. Thanks for the tool.
Oh, you're welcome, Alex. You're welcome, Matthew, Speargrass, everybody. Thank you so much. But yeah, please do use the tool, right? Like, I made it for people to use. If there's any problems with it, just get them into that Discord room and I'll fix them as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, so my wife was out on a night out last night, right? And I was thinking to myself, oh, cool. My wife's out. I'm going to play a video game or something. And then I started working on the tool and I was like, you know when you're in your stride? And I just had a coffee or something. I don't know. I was feeling good and it was just flowing. And I thought and then I just spent the entire evening working on it. But I could see that I was like, oh, I'm so close to getting this live. I'm so close to getting this live. So I just persevered last night. And I you know what? I was actually kind of happy in the end that like she did have the night out, because it just gave me the space and the freedom to finish it, right? So, do you know what? I'll edit this video description actually. And I'll put the link at the very top of the description. So if anyone catching the stream a few minutes later, good evening Highland Phoenix for example, you can just click on that link in the top of, well, you'll have to refresh to get the video description. I'm probably gonna buy a domain. I just want to make sure the tool is working well before because ultimately I'll make a video that's like, hey, I've built this Mathhammer app. You can use it for free, and that'll get a lot more views and a lot more traction than a hobby stream. So like I will do that once I'm like a little bit more confident in the tool. Like only like a handful of people have used it. You know, like I just need a few more people to be using it, and maybe like a week worth of bug fixes, because I'm pretty sure there'll be a bug or two in there. And there's probably some feature that could make it like so much better. So thank you so much for the super chats, guys. I do super appreciate them. I wanted to put the tool out there, but I don't want it to be shut down because of some legal nonsense. So I think the best way I can do that is free, and you know, plug the channel and the tool a little bit. But I'm really glad you asked about the bell curve, because we've done it. Can get the BAC Discord to beta test it. Yeah, I mean, there's already a room in the Discord, Benno. I made it last night. The room is just called BA Mathhammer. It's there. It's got a link to the tool. I already posted like some patch notes today of what we've worked on the tool. Like we did some bug fixes based on what people that tried it last night said, and made the mobile UI a little bit better, because some people, I hadn't even considered people would be using it on their phone, so I made some changes so it would work better on a phone, because I'm more of a PC user than a phone user personally. I mean, I probably do use a lot of stuff on my phone, but if I'm doing like Mathhammer, I usually do the PC, but I mean, a bunch of people, I guess, were wanting to do some Mathhammer when they're on their phone. I was like, oh yeah, we can fix that. Patrick says, rough day at a local RTT with 18 Blade Guard in the Sangre Piece and Lag, played into Twin Lance, yet Cadre and Double Catan, Awakened Dynasty. Managed a win into Ultramarines. Dude, I don't even think Awakened Dynasty Necron should be a valid... Like, dude, that detachment is so broken. Like, it's so powerful. If you got beat by it, don't even count it as a loss, man. Honestly, it's... Necrons are in such a stupid place right now with balance. Like, so, yeah, don't beat yourself up by losing to Necrons, because Catan are literally unkillable for us. Ultramarines is a tough matchup as well, so beating Ultramarines is no mean feat, so I'd take a win, I'd take the props from beating Ultramarines. Patrick, but like seriously, don't lose sleep over getting beat by Catan. They're broken. They need fixed. I don't know who at Games Workshop is coming up with the rules for Catan, but like the rules are just stupid. Honestly, they're just so stupid. I have no problem saying that. Dad Side Hobby says, greeting Blood Angels Commanders, thinking getting ready to kit bash some intercessors into Vanguard vets with Infernal Pistols to run with Dante. Would you recommend that now sword Vanguard veterans in the 11th edition box? Yeah, I would. Alright, two things about Vanguard veterans. One, we're probably getting new ones with swords, you are correct. So kit bashing them right now seems a little bit risky, as in like you're probably going to end up making models that don't, like the weapon loadouts will not exist in less than 3 or 4 months. But the other flip side of it is, and I think it's an important flip side in a way, is that if you look at like the Death Company box, when they stopped selling Death Company, when they stopped selling Sangre Guard, those boxes went through the roof on price. You know, like, so, Chris, thanks so much for subscribing. So if there's anything in those boxes that you like the look of, let's say some of the weapons, some of the Infernal Pistols, some of the old Thunderhammers, anything that's classic in those Vanguard Veteran boxes, if you do not buy them now, you will not get them. Because Games Workshop will just retire the box, you won't be able to get it anymore, and or you have to go to eBay and pay like 4 times the retail. Apparently they clarified the 70 detachments included some old ones, including like Lost Brethren. I mean, I will be so surprised if Lost Brethren becomes a competitive detachment in the new edition, considering they've sat on that detachment for 3 years and done nothing with it. Oh! Excuse me. What am I kit bashing? I'm kit bashing Blade Guard, man. I've got all sorts of Blade Guard here. I've got a Terminator that's become a Blade Guard. And I've also got Spear Guard. This is a Blade Guard captain who has become a Blade Guard. And I've got, I guess, Axe Guard, because axes are also cool. And I've got Stern Guard converted to Blade Guard. So I've just been converting Blade Guard. But I also do have the one and only Blood Angels Commander. Check him out. Do you like his glasses? He's pretty cool, isn't he? Chainswords go brrrr. So yeah, just having fun tonight. His sword is bigger than your sword, yeah. Did you enjoy that video? It was pretty fun, yeah? Am I getting the 11th edition box set? I'm getting 2. I mean, I have found an orc player that wants to go halves. I think that's something that I should have probably said in my video on Friday. Like, you need, like, if you're new to this hobby or you don't know how this works, I mean, I imagine at least half the people in chat will know how it works, but if in case you do not know how it works, the starter box are typically much cheaper in terms of overall price. Like, you get really good value in the starter box. Like, you get a lot of models for the money you spend. So what you want to do is you want to find an orc player and you want to offer to trade all the orcs inside your starter box for all the marines inside their starter box. And then what you end up getting is, like, you're already getting a great deal, but now you're getting like a double deal where you're getting all the marines from 2 boxes for the price of 1 box. And I've done that for the last 2 or 3 editions now. Found like, obviously this edition you need to find an orc player, but in last edition I found a Tyrannid player in my friend Miles. In the edition before that I found a Necron player. I never actually even met the Necron player in real life. I just managed to find a friend who was like, I've got a Necron player that wants to get the Necron half of the box and is willing to trade the Space Marine half. And I was like, oh, I'll take that trade, you know? So yeah, if you're newer here or if you're newer to 40k, you really need to start looking now for an orc player, with the intention of asking them if you can trade them all the orcs inside your starter box for all the marines inside their starter box, and then you'll get an awful lot of marines for essentially a really good price, right? So I would start looking right now, because any orc players, there's going to be a lot more Space Marine players than orc players, right? So it's going to be much easier for the orc player to get the trade, probably. I would think it would be. So yeah, I'm gonna get my box. I'm gonna trade all the orcs in my box for a second set of the Blood Angels models. So I'm definitely gonna get 2. I guess once we know what's in the box, I'll maybe get 3. It really depends on the contents of the Space Marine stuff. But if I do get 3, what I'll do is I'll eBay all the orcs. I'm quite big into eBay, actually. I'm always listing shit on eBay. Basically, I look at my wardrobe like every 6 months, and if I haven't worn the clothes in like 6 months, I just put them on eBay. So and also because I've got 2 young kids, they're always growing out of clothes, and kids' clothes are ridiculous. So I buy a lot of clothes on eBay. I sell a lot of clothes on eBay. So worst case, I'll buy a 3rd box and I'll eBay all the orcs. So in total, I probably won't have to spend too much money at all, because with a trade and with selling the orcs on eBay, I'll probably make most of the money back, right? You want multiple tactical intercessor squads? Yeah, that's exactly why I would buy extra boxes for more tactical intercessors. They are the unit that is obviously most exciting because they put them in the reveal, right? I went and watched Valrak's stream, actually, like the highlights or the replay of it, to see what he said when the intercessor came on, and to see if my reaction was weird, because I was just like shouting. I was like, man, it's an intercessor. Nobody cares about more intercessors. We already have like 4 squads of them. Like, why would we be getting excited about an intercessor? And like, I watched Valrak's stream, and like, he didn't seem any more or less excited than I am. He was just the same. He's like, it's an intercessor. Of all the things they could show us in the box, of all the exciting new models, they want to share an intercessor. It's like, why am I getting excited about a fucking intercessor with a bolt gun? We've had that for like 9 years. Like, he's got a different head on him. Yeah, we've all put, look, different firstborn head. Different head. Alright, that is a Blood Angel's head. Different head. Different head. Different head. We all put different heads on our models anyway. Because you took away all options, so that's how we distinguish them and make them unique.
Taking my ops, all captains, list to an RTT next weekend. Which
well, exactly, a Mark 7 head.
Lag, AI, or RCO?
There's an upgrade sprue. I keep moaning about it. Phil, I'm going to read your super chat in 1 sec. This upgrade sprue. Do you remember this upgrade sprue? I feel like I maybe have one of these that's intact. This was the firstborn upgrade sprue. This upgrade sprue has been off sale now for like 5 or 6 years probably. You still have 2, Phil? Nice. But I feel like this upgrade sprue basically had the exact same head that they had on that Marine. And I mean, I'd be more excited if they brought this back. This is more useful to me than an intercessor with a Mark 7 head, honestly, because this has little bits you can put, you know, nipple armor. Nipple armor. Where's our nipple armor? Phil with a $20 super chat. Lots of $20 coming in tonight. Thanks, guys. I'm taking my Oops All Captains list in RTT next week. Which detachment do you think they work best in? Surely it's Angelic Inheritors, Phil, because every single unit gets fallback and charge. Every single unit gets reroll hits and wounds of 1. It's got to be Angelic Inheritors. Surely that's the best detachment for all characters. I can think it has to be, surely. Are we going to put the new Captain John on the gaming table? I think so. Yeah, I think Andrew's wanting to play me against Necrons this week, and it's Awakened Dynasty, and I think it's triple Catan. So I'm probably losing anyway. But yeah, I mean, I guess we could put the new Captain on the table, why not? How do you think the modular detachment thing will end up working? I think it'll be a bit like Force Organization, will it?
I have awoken.
So some of your models will benefit from one detachment, some of the other you'll just choose before the battle which models are in each detachment, I imagine. I never even considered what do you mean silliness for April Fools, Phil? Oh, your army is silliness because of April Fools, is that what you're saying? I never even considered really take a lot of 1 damage against Necrons. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could try and run some sort of 1 damage list against Necrons. I just don't know if I really I just play my list and just get beat by the Necrons. It's just fine. It's like whatever. I just don't think they're a very realistic army to deal with at the moment. Like, I don't know who was making up those Catan rules, but I think they got proper end of the edition codex creep, didn't they? Yeah, I mean, I never even considered the fact that, like, if we do have these modular detachment, does it mean certain Marine factions can join together? Like, you know, can Ultramarines and Blood Angels be in the same army? I mean, I feel like the balance on that becomes very, very tricky. And I think Games Workshop have sort of said, you know, like in the past they've said like they try to simplify Marines to make the balance better, so are they going to realistically be like, oh, now all the Marines can join up? I don't know. I think they'll struggle to balance that, really. I want Victrix with my Blade Guard, that would make me happy. Yeah, well, I mean, they might. But I do think they'll struggle to get that balanced. Soup. Yeah, I mean, it used to be soup. Hey, there's a lot of people in the chat tonight. 53 people. If you guys get 2 seconds and you can hit that like button, it is super appreciated. Did anyone join the stream a little bit late and not hear the big news about the Mathhammer app? Does anyone want me to cover it, or did anyone join the stream late that didn't hear about the Mathhammer who cares about Mathhammer? If so, speak now. Like, long story short, I've made a Mathhammer app. It's available to test and use right now. But I'm not making a video about it, like a proper official announcement video about it, till it's been like live and people have tested it for like a week. Because I don't want it to be a shit show when it launches. I managed to take down the Nightbringer today, the Void Dragon in my game, Impact Mortals from Jump Pack, Intercessors, Grenades, and Vindicator tanks. Yeah, I mean, Vindicator tanks, man. They've been carrying this... I feel like my army's been carried by Vindicator tanks this entire fucking edition. And I feel like I don't mind that I've been carried by Vindicator tanks, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like... Why do I always have to field 2 Vindicator tanks? Like, I feel a bit dirty always having to bring those Vindicator tanks. Where to download? Yeah, I just put the link in chat. I'll show you it. It's just a website. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on your PC. It's the website right here. Just go in, fill in your different units, fill in your different defenders, click calculate damage, click calculate probability. It's pretty simple. We want a Vindicator Gladiator tank. I mean, I guess. But there's a dedicated channel for it now, for the Mathhammer app, in the Discord. And if there's questions or bugs or anything like that, just look for the BA Mathhammer channel. I'll be checking in there and I'll be fixing any bugs and I'll be improving it. Basically, where I want to be is the second 11th edition launches. I want to be launching the app. Floating Vindicator tanks. Yeah, how about Vindicator tanks with the fly keyword? That's what we need, eh? And also a 4-up Invun and a 5-up Feel No Pain like the fucking broken Catan. We've got a question from Andrew Creative. Lads, I've got a question. I love my Black Templar. I think he means Black Templars. Thing is, I enjoy Blood Angels as well, but I don't want to rebuy 2,500 points of Space Marines. So what are we feeling on running BA rules with Black Templar models? I think you could probably do it, man. Like Sword Brethren, just play them as Blade Guard. You might need to get some jump packs. So you might need to get some guys as Jump Marines. But yeah, I mean, like, I think the days of Super WYSIWYG are kind of dead. Like, I think if I'm... For example, if I'm playing an Ultramarines player, and I know Victrix Guard are very good. Let's just go to a parallel universe where Victrix Guard aren't that good, for example. And like, no one really wants to run Victrix Guard, right? Parallel dimension, alternate dimension, whatever. I feel like if I'm playing against Ultramarines player and he's got a bunch of Victrix Guard who are essentially guys with swords and guys with shields, and he says to me before the game, by the way, none of the Victrix Guard are actually Victrix Guard, they're just Blade Guard, right? You know, different model, but yeah, I'm running them as Blade Guard. I'm like, fine, no problem. I think the only time that ever becomes a problem is if there's no clarity. You know, like, you're playing an opponent and you're not clarifying 100% what model is what. Then that's a problem. But if you're up front with your opponent, you know, say before the battle, like, this unit of Blade Guard are actually Victrix Guard, or this unit, you know, or this one model here with the las cannon, it's not a las cannon, it's a heavy bolter. As long as you're super clear with your opponent, like, even in tournaments, I feel like people don't care. Like, people just want to have an honest, fun game of 40k. And I know there's been stigmas in the past about, like, oh, you need to be super WYSIWYG. I mean, my answer is, like, try your best. Like, I try not to be difficult with people because I'm a father with 2 children under the age of 6. It's hard to be WYSIWYG on everything, man, all the time, especially when, like, every edition Games Workshop changed the rules. You know, like, you go back, like, 2 editions, Death Company used to run chain swords and bolt pistols. No, it used to be chain swords and bolt guns. Then you go forward in edition, alright, all my Death Company need thunder hammers now. Cool, let me just convert all that. You go forward in another edition, oh, now all my Death Company need infernal pistols and power fists. Cool. You go forward another edition, oh, they've changed it all again. What do you mean they've changed it all again? They've changed it 4 times in the last 3 years. Yeah, that's how it rolls, right? So I just don't even fucking try to keep up, man, anymore. I feel like if I went to a tournament and people were going to be really, really difficult, I would just be like, alright, peace, man. Like, I'm a good player, I'm a fair player, I'll tell you up front what everything is. I feel like that's enough. You want a twin-link demolisher cannon on the new Gladiator tank? Yeah, let's do it, Phil. I think so. I think that's what we should have. Oh, if you buy Blood Angels models and you paint them in Black Templar colours, 0 people care. You know I play Black Templars, right? And you know that I paint my Black Templars as Blood Angels, right? Where's Hellbrecht? Look, here's Hellbrecht. He's not finished, but he got a Blood Angel symbol over his Black Templar's chest thing. He got a Blood Angel symbol on the top. He got a Blood Angel's wing thing over his Black Templar thing up here. So I changed his shoulder pad here, so basically I covered everywhere on him that makes him look like a Black Templar. And I started painting him in Sanguinary Guard. I didn't get very far, I guess. But like, I paint my other chapters Blood Angels. I've got Tigris. He's painted Blood Angels. Where's he at? Look, here's a half-finished Tigris, painted Blood Angels. Look, here's a half-painted Rabuti Gilliman, painted Blood Angels. I'm pretty good at getting shit half-painted, haven't I? Thing is, I jump to, like, I want to say I'm not a filthy meta chaser, but apparently I paint stuff while it's competitive, and the second it's not competitive, I rush off and paint and do something else. On this model, I filed off the Ultramarines U on his knee. I gave him a head swap. I 3D printed a Blood Angel shoulder pad to replace his Ultramarine shoulder pad. Andrew 3D printed that for me. On Tigris, I filed off... Oh shit, buckets. I filed off the U on his knee. I covered the U on his chest piece with the Blood Angels thing. I changed his shoulder pad here. I cut off the Ultramarines logo on the top of his banner and put a Blood Angels one. I stuck something over the Ultramarines logo on here, like a little blood drop thing. So I think this model had 5 Ultramarines logos on it. I have covered all of them, but he's Tigris. I've played him at a tournament as Tigris. I played an Ultramarines army at a tournament this edition with Gilliman, with Tigris. but they're all painted as Blood Angels, man. Who's going to the UKT Super Major in Edinburgh? I don't know who's going to the Super Major in Edinburgh. I am not. My next tournament is Brewhammer in July. So it's going to be right after the new edition and right after the new edition releases. So that'll be a wild tournament because no one will know what the fuck they're doing. There'll definitely be some rule mistakes, no doubt. But yeah, I sort of thrive on converting the characters from other factions into Blood Angels. I mean, we are the best faction anyway, right? Plus, sometimes they're just cool models. Like the Gilliman model is pretty cool. I'd like to finish him one day. It's just time, you know. I like to give myself work, right? Like I gave myself a crap load of work to get that Mathhammer app ready. I'm struggling with strength 12 shooting into my list. Oh, in my list, I have a ballista. Should I just run 2, or which unit is good artillery for Blood Angels? Good artillery units are indeed ballistas, dreadnoughts, predator tanks, gladiator lancers, and vindicator tanks. That's like your 4 that I typically play. Is there anything else that I play? Predator tanks, lancers. No, I think it's that. Typically 1 is never enough. Right, if you run like 1 Lancer or 1 Ballistas Dreadnought, it's never enough. So if you're gonna go down the route of taking tank support for Blood Angels, I feel like 2 is the absolute minimum. But I feel like 3 is also quite acceptable. I might even prefer 3 over 2. I think I've seen a lot of people win tournaments with 2. I have not won a tournament with 2 fire support units. However, I have won a tournament with 3 fire support. So, for me personally, 3 seems to be the magic number. I've been to a lot of tournaments where I took 2 Vindicator tanks, didn't win any of them. I think the best I did with 2 Vindicator tanks was like 3 and 2. Have you got any Blood Angels themed Titans? No, I don't have a themed Titan. I have a super heavy tank, which is like a 250 pound tank, but you can't really play it anymore because they put it into Legends, which really upset me, to be honest. It was kind of the centerpiece to my army. It was a big boy, and now it has to sit in a display case. Gives me some joy in the display case, but not nearly as much joy as I had when I could actually put it on the table and play with it. I don't take Vindicators without 2 units of Incursors. I don't mind them without Incursors. I just use Oath of Moment on their target. It's kind of fine. When you say Titan, I assume you mean a knight, right? I have thought about building a knight. I mean, there is a pretty cool Blood Angels conversion kit for the Castle, and I think you can use it on a few of the different knights, actually. Yeah, no worries, Phil. I answered your super chat, didn't I, Phil? I'm forgetting what it was now. Yeah, no. Did you come back on the best detachment, or you just didn't? You did answer me? I missed it. God damn it. Let me scroll back and find your answer. Do you have a preference between GW and UKTC? All the tournaments around me do play GW terrain. GW terrain, for some reason, in my area is super prevalent. Everybody uses it. So I'm going to say it's my preference because it is what everybody plays. I understand that some people don't play it, or some tournaments don't play it. Oh, build the commander with Crucible rules. That could be fun. But here's the thing, terrain's going to completely change now, right? No more circular objectives is fucking wild, by the way. You know about the website, right? There's a website, right? I don't know if you've seen this website. Objectivemarkers.com. They literally just sell circular objective markers. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about, like, I mean, I guess they're loving the idea that there's going to be no more circular objectives, right? It's wild. Hey, but that's what a new edition is. A new edition is wild. I wonder if the missus will mind chapter-proof coffee. Do you know what I used to love? Like, my living room table. Game over, man. Yeah, no shit. My living room, like, we had a little coffee table in the living room, and before I had kids, half that coffee table was just Warhammer models, all day, every day, right? Like, they lived on the living room. Like, whatever I was working on just lived in the living room. It was fucking glorious. I never had to set up my painting station. It was just always there. Just go to the living room any time of the day. And then obviously you have kids. And like, you just can't do that because the kids will probably eat your models. That's not an exaggeration, they will actually eat them. But probably like 2 or 3 more years and my kids will be like 10, 8 and 10. I feel like they'll be old enough to trust them to not fuck my shit up while I'm at work. And then my living room is going to be taken over by Warhammer models living on the table again. It's going to be fucking glorious. My son turns 8 months, I feel you. Oh dude, I am... Someone else, do you know what? Someone else in chat. Someone else like this week told me that they had a son turning 8 months. That's weird. Weird, you know. I'm pretty sure it was Rambo. No, I said to him, because he was like, my son turns 8 months. I was like, well, my son is turning 5, dude, and it's the best thing ever, because it's like, me and him are becoming like best friends. So it's all good, like, it's all good stuff coming for you, man. So I'm loving where I'm, you know, like, I guess being a father, seeing them growing up, blah, 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 blah. It's great. Keeps me busy, as they would say. My kids started dry brushing their armies. Yes, that's what I need. I need kids to help me dry brush stuff. Get them some pocket money for every model that they build, right? Make them dry brush 60 Hormagaunts. Well, Nids would actually be a good first army, right? Because they doesn't matter if they make too many mistakes. Yeah, I hear you. My son's 8 months too. Man, everybody's got 8-month-old sons. Wow. It's like we're a community of dads. I feel like dads deserve to be more appreciated, you know that? We don't get the props we deserve all the time. Yeah, being a nerd is indeed cool now. It was so uncool when we were kids, wasn't it, Alex? Nerd stuff has come a long way. So what's everyone painting on tonight? Anyone doing anything? Anyone prepping for 11th edition except me? What are people working on? Five intercessors, says Chicken Wing. I'm holding off painting the new Death Company, just getting back into it, but I wonder if they'll get a new kit. It's a good question.
I have awoken.
Joneso with the Smash Jump Captain and Analyst Prime. Thank you so much for becoming a channel subscriber, dude. I appreciate it. Anyone that's new to the channel or the stream or anything like that, we do have a Discord, which is a better, I was going to say, it's a better way to get in contact with me and other members of the community, because you can literally chat on Discord every single day of the week, I guess. So if you're not yet joined the Discord, just exclamation mark Discord and chat, the bot will give you an invite link. I think we're up to close to 3,000 members in the Discord now. It's getting a bit crazy. I'm attempting to cut TTS models of ICC and stick their swords onto jump intercessors. Inner Circle Companions. Oh, you're trying to make some Vanguard veterans. Aha. Lord Grandmaster says I'm going to work on raising some money to get some models so I can get a launch box. I mean, that's a good idea. Money makes the world go round, my friend. How are you working on making money at 10:30 on a Saturday night? What's the goal? What's the plan, man? What are we in for? Will Blood Angels get a new dreadnought? I mean, we'd like one, Stephen. Will we get it? Who knows? There's really not that much unique stuff in the Blood Angels Codex at the moment, and considering how many new models Ultramarines recently got, and I guess now we are the quote-unquote poster boys, right, for the new edition? Maybe. Well, one thing that's cool is we will probably, the community of Blood Angels will probably grow, because everybody that's coming in with the starter box will probably end up playing Blood Angels. because that's the starter army in the new box, right? So like we'll get a bunch of new people or new faces or new friends, whatever you want to call them. We'll get some new people in the community for sure, I feel like. So that'll be nice. We get to introduce some people to how cool our chapter is. But yeah, maybe when we get a new codex, I mean, it's not going to be right at the start of 10th edition, but maybe when there's a new Blood Angel specific codex, you would hope that we'd get some new models. Villander says, hello everybody, I want to thank the channel community and John especially. Ordered 2 boxes of Dawn of War in Germany. Hopefully I get them. I heard the info on how to get it here last time. Hey, we got you a bargain, man. I love it. I hope you get them too. If anyone isn't aware, Dawn of War is like a standalone game that has like the Judasar, a bunch of Eradicators, a bunch of Blade Guard veterans, and maybe like another couple of characters, or at least one more character. And it's all in for like $40 or something, or 40 euros, excuse me, not dollars. So we found a website in Germany that was selling this. Like, it's way better value than buying the models individually from Games Workshop. So yeah, the game is called Dawn of War, and we found it on a German website. So I'm glad you found it. I feel like I probably should order it just so I've got more Blade Guard. But then at that point it's getting a bit silly. Like, do I need 15 Blade Guard? I'm not a player who typically spams the same unit 3 times. Like, in general, my armies very rarely have 3 of the same unit. Like, that's very, what do we call that? That's like very... This is like very meta chasey, I suppose, if you take the same unit 3 times. I don't typically do that. Maybe I've done it before occasionally with Sangry Guard or something, but for the most part, my armies tend to be quite balanced, so I don't know if I need to buy the box to get even more Blade Guard, I guess. Good evening, Kenny. I'm painting my Salamanders Eradicators. The teleport on the Legends Librarian datasheet is super fun. Yeah, I mean, the Librarian Dreadnought was super fun when you could play him. Like, I played him to a tournament with the teleport, and very nearly ended up getting to the top table of that tournament. You got 2 for 52 euros because of the Easter sale. Oh, dude, that is a fucking bargain. You got 2 entire boxes of stuff for the price of 1 model. What website was that from? Are they still in stock? Like, can we share the link in the can we share the link with people that are watching right now in case they need it, or are they out of stock now? I'm betting you won't be able to take units in 3s anymore. I doubt it. I think they'll still let you take units in 3s. I think that would be a huge change, and if they'd done that, they would have mentioned it, because it would probably, in some ways, it will screw out over a lot of people that have gone heavy on certain units in 3s, right? I'd be very surprised if they remove the unit in 3 thing. But I mean, technically, I suppose none of us really know anything. It's totally up to what Games Workshop release for 11th edition, and they could remove the rule of 3, make it a rule of 2. Always 2 there are, no more, no less. The Maelstrom books had some cool force organization restrictions that I could see moving into 11th edition. Yeah, so I haven't bought any of the Maelstrom boxes, honestly. Snick said I got myself 2 some time ago, but I'm still waiting on shipping. It will take me time to get up to 12 Blade Guard. Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy the Maelstrom books, man, because I was really worried that they were going to be made redundant within 3 months. You know, it's so hard to know. I know, like, on their live stream this week, they said, like, the books are going to now last into the new edition a bit. But when they first announced those Maelstrom books, I'm like, £50 on books that we need to buy 3 times, only a couple of months before a new edition. Like, my brain is just like... You know, my brain just looked at that very negatively. I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to spend $150 on books that by the time I've read them, they're out of date. I'm going to sell all my valuable Magic the Gathering cards. Dude, I have a folder of Magic the Gathering cards from like the early 90s that I need to look through. I've been meaning to do it for ages. I think it's going to be painful, because it's a giant fucking folder. But yeah, I need to just go through it, and I'm wanting to take the kids on holiday again at some point, so probably just sell all these old Magic the Gathering cards. That'll be a fun thing to do on eBay, just list and list and list. Oh well, needs must, right? It's not like I'm not used to listing shit on eBay. Man, these Blade Guard have so much work to do on them, it feels like. Like, every model has so much detail, so much. Like, I'm not even doing any high... I'm still blocking out base colours. I know I'm doing 5 guys at the same time, but I feel like I've done them for, like... Oh, God knows how many streams I've spent on these Blade Guard now. There's so much work still to do on them. My bet is a single epic hero per 1,000 points. Yeah, you'll probably need a character per detachment. You're probably right, Alex. You think non-battle line units going to be limited to 1 per 1,000 points? I doubt it. Nah. For the long... I feel like there's been too many years where you're just allowed to run all sorts of crazy shit. They're not going to... They might lock it down a bit, but I think that's too far. I think what you're saying is too far. I don't think they'll go as extreme as that. They still want to sell you lots and lots of different kits, right? I think the new detachments will be maybe similar to the old ones where you might lead to like have a couple of squads and a character of a specific type, and then you'll have a lot of freedom beyond that. I would buy you a cup of coffee, but I can't afford the tariffs and the shipping. And dude, it's late here. I was up early to go to the gym. I'm going to the gym so much now. I'm much more tired in the evenings, I guess. Normally I used to just stay up and stay up too late. Probably I feel like I used to just stay up too late every night. Just like a standard thing I would do would be like set a bedtime and then always like push it by like half an hour. Whereas because I've been going to the gym so regularly, man, I feel like I've been blowing a bunch of energy in the gym, and then I just get tired earlier and I just go to sleep earlier. But yeah, I've been hitting the gym much harder this year as well, so. Oh well, it's good. I mean, it's good for my health, I guess, right? Getting older. Need to take better care of myself. The status says it's available in 1 to 2 weeks. Well, I guess if you get it, let us know and we'll see if we can get a few other people to give it a try. Keep hitting the weights and you'll be badass in no time. Dude, on one of the machines, like this that I use, the stacks of weights goes to like 100 kilograms. And I think I got a personal best today at 82 kilograms, or was it 84? I don't know, it was like 82 or 84. So I was like, I'm only like 2 or 3 weights from lifting the entire stack. I feel like that'll be pretty cool. I've never had a machine, in the gym where you put the pin in. I've never had a machine where I put the pin in the very bottom one. And legitimately do my 10 reps on the very bottom one. That will feel pretty cool. Stuart starting another squad of Death Company with jump packs. Yeah, I think we'll see quite a lot of Death Company in 11th edition. I really hope when they give them their 11th edition Death Company detachment, they spend a little bit more time on it than the 10th edition one, because Lost Brethren is such a missed detachment, I guess. Salute. Welcome back, Phil. What are you working on tonight, Phil? I guess it's not tonight yet, is it? It's afternoon, America. .40 p.m. Yeah, exactly. It's not evening for you yet. We had snow here again today in Scotland. It's like, can we please, like, you know, leave winter behind? Like, are you supposed to have snow in spring? I don't know. I'm desperate to see some real, like, double-digit, like, because we obviously do temperature in centigrade. I'm really desperate to see double-digit temperatures. And ideally, I'd rather like to be done with snow as well for the year. Is that too much to ask? How is the weather in Sydney, Australia? I bet it's fucking nice. God, I'm so jealous. Sometimes I definitely wonder why we still live in Scotland. The best we can do is 10 degrees and rain. I mean, that's warmer than Scotland. Hello, Astroval, how you doing? Astroval is a newer YouTube channel. I say newer, I actually don't know how much newer it is, but I think it is newer. He just hit like 1,000 subs like a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't checked his content out, you can click his little name in YouTube. It's always cool when other YouTubers come and drop past on a live stream. I appreciate it. I'm not doing anything too exciting. I'm tired and I'm still blocking out fucking Blade Guard, which I feel like I've been doing for my last like 4 or 5 live streams. God, these guys have too much detail on them. It's funny because I've complained so much about how they've made Blood Angels so generic. They've taken away all the models, they've taken away all the detail, and then when there's actually a really detailed model that takes me ages to paint, and it takes me ages to just block out base colors and stuff like that, God, do I complain about it. I mean, I am doing a batch paint, so I mean, it's on my own stupid fault, really. But I shall complain nonetheless. You got a 1,500 subscribers already, dude. You're flying. Good for you, man. Onwards and upwards. And you got 11th edition to look forward to. You'll get some new subscribers for there, for sure. It's 24 degrees in Sydney, Australia. Alright, you can just fuck off then. Go. Enjoy. Why are you even watching a YouTube video? Get outside and enjoy the weather, man. Come on. It's different here. It was mine. I walked to work on, I think it was Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning, and it was -6. And I swear to you, my hands were numb. I had to put my thumbs inside my fingers like that because my thumbs were going numb. In my pockets, nonetheless, right? It was fucking freezing. I'm so sick of the weather. Like, I need summer. I don't even know why I got into weather. I think it was just cold again today. It was cold and snowing again today in Scotland. Fun times. Wait till you start working the Dawnbreaker model. I know, I've not even taken him out of his box, Phil. I've got Easter holidays with the kids, like, next week. So I suppose I should probably get the Dawnbreaker out of the box and have a look at him. Do you know what? When this paint dries out of my palette, I'll get the box. I got the box like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. I've not even like opened it for like 2 seconds and had a look inside. That's as far as I got. Just basically checked that he was all together or he was all there. If it makes you feel better, I spent 3 days painting one Deathwatch better, and do you know what? That does make me feel a little bit better. That Deathwatch army box they released, or they announced on the stream on Wednesday was a bit weird, right? It was just like a kill team and oh, what's the name of their unique flyer again? It's like black. a black talon or a talon or something. I must admit, I don't have very many Deathwatch. Like, in my meta, I very rarely play against Deathwatch. Just doesn't happen. Like, people just don't play Deathwatch in my meta, I guess. The Black Star, thanks. Yeah, that's the one. I'm painting the Crimson Paladins at the moment. What are you doing Crimson Paladins for, Phil? Are you doing them as, like, Blade Guard, or are you just doing them as more Terminators? I honestly couldn't believe how expensive the Dawnbreakers were as well, man. Because one of my friends was like, I'm buying 5 more Blade Guard. Sorry, I'm buying 5 more Dawnbreakers. Do you want one? Because I don't need all 5. I was like, oh yeah, I've never had a Dawnbreaker. Yeah, I'll have one. How much is that? Or I didn't actually ask. I just said, yeah, I'll have one. Send it to me and send me a bill. And then I got a bill for 1 Dawnbreaker. I was like, holy shit, it's just like a regular guy. It's like $20. Not $20, like £20, like for 1 regular guy. You're doing the Crimson Paladins as Blade Guard. I mean, I think that's a cool idea. I would like to do a squad of Crimson Paladins as Blade Guard. You know, considering how much I'm complaining about painting regular Blade Guard, I feel like that would be a fuckload of work for me. I appreciate 24 sounds great for a frozen Scotsman, but we just get done with mid-40s, so it's cold for me. Pacus, we are lucky. Like, we have whole summers, right? I shit you not. We have whole summers where it doesn't reach 24. Right? I mean, like, I think, like, 2 or 3 summers ago, we had, like, a whole week, maybe, where we had like 27, 28. Like, it was a pretty nice week for us. Like, we had a whole week of that weather, like 1 week. But we also definitely have had summers in the last few years where like the best day in the entire summer would have been like 23 or 22. That's it. That's it. One day in the mid-20s, and then it's back to shit. Like, I do sometimes wonder why my ancestors settled in Scotland. I'm like I actually kind of don't understand why they settled in Scotland, I guess. I don't know. And I suppose you could ask, why the fuck am I still here? Yeah, good question. Why am I here? Because I have a job here, I guess. But my god, the weather stinks. Last summer I almost died when it was 40 degrees for a week. You must have air conditioning though, right? Good evening, Panna. Jordan asks, would you consider doing a video on making an army for a crusade for Blood Angels? I mean, I just don't play Crusade. It's not that I don't necessarily want to do the video, I just have never played Crusade. My friends don't play Crusade. We used to always play competitively, right? We always used to like have tournaments between us, have leagues between us. So we just never got into Crusade. But the new edition is going to apparently be more narrative, right? Like, there's going to be more narrative stuff going on. So I mean, never say never. I have played boarding actions a few times and I have enjoyed that. I mean, which is more narrative play, right? I guess. All right, but yeah, no, I do want to do this. I do want to do this Dawnbreaker. I want to make a video about doing them from start to finish. Honestly, I just haven't got round to it yet. I feel like I'm always saying that. I've always got shit to do, man. Oh, it's sellotaped in here. We got a knife. I'm like trying to open a box that's sellotaped shut. But this model probably needs washed, right? Because it'll be... Typically, Forge World models need washed. Oh, it's... That'll take here as well. Well, at least I've got another tissue if I need to blow my nose. So I've got a very detailed leg. Camera, can it focus on that? Oh, fuck off. I can't tell if it's focused. I don't think it's... I think it's focusing all the shit behind it. Hold on. That's hard to see on the camera. A body? Jump pack bits? More jump pack bits. The sprue, the spindliest ass looking spear I've ever seen. Like, oh my god, that's gonna break for sure. For sure that's breaking. Another leg. I guess they have a some sort of like it's like a, is that supposed to be a bolter under it? Or maybe it's a grenade launcher. Let's see the helmet. Oh, the helmet's pretty cool. It's like a cross between the Blade Guard and I don't know exactly. It's just like a Blade Guard meets Blood Angels. What's the shoulder pads like? Oh, one's just pretty standard, and the other one is... Oh, it's like the 9th Legion. Ah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, no, I $20 for one model, man. I mean, that's I think you're 75-ish for 5 of them. I think I've got this one of the 5. So it'll be this guy here. Instructions don't look too bad. This is not a toy. Not suitable for children under 15 years of age. I'm trying to think who in chat I could call under 15 years of age. It would be funny. Always wear a dust mask or respirator when sanding or sawing resin parts. Holy shitballs. They say that now, the amount of resin and things that I've sanded. Since when are you supposed to wear a dust mask for that? Since when? Well, I've never worn a dust mask. I've never seen that warning on Forge World stuff before. Maybe. I think. Since always? Fuck's sake. I've definitely done Forge World without doing that. I feel like when it comes to modeling and stuff, I'm pretty like, I don't want to say ghetto, but I don't like, I don't like reading instructions. You know, do you ever get like a new gadget and you just like open it and start fiddling with it? Like, I don't want to waste my time reading instructions. Someone else did always fuck. No. Alright, well, I feel like I've definitely inhaled some resin dust over the way. I mean, to be fair, I've probably inhaled some spray paint over the time. I mean, I do use gas mask for spray paint. Oh, get this though. My friend, Andrew, was spray painting in his garage in the winter with like no ventilation. He's like at work, like coughing his fucking lungs out. I was like, dude, why are you coughing so much? He was like, I was spraying in my garage. I was like, you're not supposed to use those spray cans inside. Like, you've got to use them in a well-ventilated area. You've got paint in your lungs, bro. Yeah, I always spray it in outside. In my old house, I used to have like a little shed. So I would open the door and I would spray into the shed so that like if it was raining or anything, I could still spray because the models would be in the shed. But I wouldn't be in the shed when I was spraying into the shed, right? Like, so I would be outside spraying in. I don't know if you saw the video that I did a few weeks back, Astra, but I just sprayed a bunch of models in the rain. Like, I live in, like I said, we live in Scotland with really shit weather. I'm like, I need these models sprayed. Like, I want to play with them. In fact, I think this model was actually sprayed in the rain. I do feel like I got a little bit lucky in terms of like where the rain landed on him, and there wasn't really anything too bad. But I videoed it for the channel because people always say like shit like what's it they say? Like, people are always like, oh, you can't spray in winter, you can't spray blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you fucking can. Like, I've sprayed in winter plenty of times. So I made a video where I was like warming up the cans of paint in like lukewarm water in my kitchen, right? Like, I fill up my sink with like 45 degree water. I was warming up the cans to go spray, and then of course as I'm going out to spray, the damn rain comes on. And I was like, well, that's fine and all, but I'm spraying anyway. It's happening. I once sprayed paint so much in my room that a cloud of paint formed in the ceiling afterwards. Everything was covered in ultra thin layer of red dust. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. It's diabolical to spray in the rain. Well, one of the models that I sprayed in the rain was the Invader ATV. And the spray was okay, but god, the ATV has like this horrible mold line right down the middle of it. And honestly, the mold line on the ATV was worse than anything that happened to it when it was sprayed in the rain. I mean, the spraying in the rain was questionable, but the mold line on it is like, holy shitballs. How did I not see this mold line when I was building it? Because it's fucking horrific. We were all so full of microplastics, it's irrelevant. Yeah, you're right? Like, all of our food apparently has microplastic in it now. If you watch that fucking crazy guy, what's his name? The Don't Die guy? Do you know him? I'm not convinced on that Don't Die guy. I think he just wants to sell people supplements, honestly. Because I got an advert from him. I can't even remember his name, the Don't Die guy, but I'm sure you'd know him if you saw a picture of him. I got an advert for him like on Facebook that was like, these are his supplements, that if you take his supplements, like, you're going to live to be, I don't know, you're going to live to be 100 years old if you take his supplements. Let's just settle it. These supplements are going to let you live a bunch of extra years, right? I clicked on them because, like, I'm curious. They're like fucking £80 a month. I was like, it's vitamins. It's a fucking multivitamin, bro. It's £80 a month. I think I'll just not live to 100 then. Like, come on. Like, if you really want to help people, you wouldn't be charging £80 a month for multivitamins. I bet you if you compared what's in his shit to like a standard multivitamin you buy from like the supermarket, there wouldn't be that much difference. Have the Grots finished painting their joint army? I don't think they have, dude, because they were messaging me about it, asking about... do you know what? I need to actually reply to them, because they were asking me about some of the rules for their army. Probably, I think they messaged me right before I came on stream, so I didn't have time to reply to them. But no, I don't think they have finished yet. I don't actually know when their tournament is. Is it this weekend? Man, I love that gold. I wish you could get some. Dude, it's like £2. It's called Retributor Armor. It's like $2.50. You can get it in spray as well. The way that it looks better though is undercoat the model black and then hit it with Retributor Armor. My Retributor Armor doesn't look half as good yet. A black undercoat, man. Simple as that. Usually when I'm finished with my guys in gold, I like to give them a wash of something like I like to do Reichland Flesh Shade. Some people do Carberg Crimson. Some people even do like one of the purple washes. But I think Retributor Armor, if you give it like a red wash, I personally am not super convinced on the purple washes, but some people swear by it. The red washes on the over the top of Retributor Armor, if you do the black undercoat, can be very nice. I've got finished blade guard here, and that would be what the gold looks like after you've washed it. Like, so this is before the wash. This is after the wash on the left. And I just think that the red wash over the top of it just gives it this like friggin'. It's such a simple thing to do. Just hit the whole thing with a red wash, right? Like there's you know, it's so simple to do, and I think it just gives it like a, what would you call it, like a rustic feel or something? But yeah, I buy the Retributor Armor Gold spray, I think. I've bought it for years. I know it's quite an expensive spray can, but I usually just spray them black and then spray gold right over the top of it. I really wanted to get a company hero box. Well, get one, dude. Or start saving your pocket money, man. Chicken Wing, thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. I like the Vallejo paints, man. I just don't have that many of them. So I can understand why you like Vallejo paints. I think they're pretty good in coverage. I think the ones that I've got tend to cover better than the Games Workshop paints. Yeah, I guess I get the Games Workshop paints at my local friendly store, so I tend to just buy Games Workshop paints because they're easy for me to get. Yeah, I've got a bit of a dilemma with this guy, actually, because all my other Blade Guard, right? Because I kind of did Blade Guard backwards, like most people paint their Blade Guard red and maybe give them gold helmets. I did mine backwards, where all my Blade Guard are gold armor, and I gave them red helmets. This guy I put the Sanguinary Guard head on. So I think he needs to have a red Sanguinary Guard head, which I don't know if I've ever done. Well, I'm pretty much sure I've never done it because I'm asking you guys about it. But I think that's the right call here. Like, I think this guy needs to have a red Sanguinary Guard head. But usually when I do weird head choices, people get really upset and call me out on it. And they're like, John, I fucking hate that model. Why did you put that head on him? And I'm like, because I'm weird, okay? Deal with it. Give him a black helmet, like he's a sergeant or something? But all my other ones are red, dude. And it's kind of like my thing for the Blade Guard is like they have red helmets. They're I think my logic behind it when I first started painting them was like, Blade Guard are first company. In Blood Angels, first company typically becomes Sanguinary Guard, right? So my thought was like the Blade Guard are just like a step down from the guard or something, right? I think I'm gonna do a red helmet. I think getting a bit tired though. It's 11 o'clock and the clocks go forward an hour tonight, so technically it's past midnight already. Yeah. So I'm probably going to stay here for like 10 more minutes and then bail. Oh, so that means that tomorrow's Army List show, the clocks in the UK are going forward 1 hour tonight. So the Army List show is normally at 8 PM, but it'll be 1 hour forward. So that means... Oh, I'm confused. Yeah, you can tell I'm tired. The 1 hour forward, so we get 1 hour less sleep. So I think that means that the show will be 1 hour earlier for you people in the US. Or for anyone that's not in Britain, the Sunday night show for at least the next few weeks until other countries catch up with daylight savings. So I think we might be one of the first country to change the time. The show will be going out an hour earlier than you normally expect it to go out. I think that's right. US was a few weeks ago. Doesn't all of Europe change at the same time? I have no idea. I'm just telling you what I know is that the UK is changing tonight. Spain also changed tonight. Well, maybe all of UK changes tonight. But yeah, I had no idea. Turkey doesn't change? It's weird, but you get used to it? Okay, I guess you learn every day's a school day, as they say. I had no idea. Why? I guess Turkey doesn't change because they're closer to the equator? I have no idea why they wouldn't change time. I guess maybe they just don't have to. They just have long days in Turkey. A lot of the states are pushing to no longer do daylight savings. I mean, I feel like we need them in Scotland because it's super dark in the morning. So I appreciate not walking to work in the pitch black because I have to leave my house before 8 o'clock every day. And I've been walking to work in the dark now for like probably feels like 3 or 4 months, and basically I see no sun in the morning because pretty much by the time I get to work the sun has barely come up. By the time I leave work the sun has already set. So yeah, I mean I can understand why they have it because it sucks. Yeah, I mean, like, you just don't see sunlight for a few months, it sucks. Not seeing sunlight as well, I think, affects your mental health. Because there's like chemicals in the sun, I think it's called melatonin, that your body like... Or sorry, your body gets something, like generates melatonin or something. I don't know fully, but I know it... There's like a thing you can get where like in some of the countries where you don't see the sun, you get like these weird mental health problems, and they stem from the fact that you have months with no sunlight. My mental health is actually kind of okay at the moment. I know I've talked about it before on stream that I was struggling and shit, but mine's been okay. I think going to the gym, like I made a commitment to go to the gym. I would say it's 4 times a week, every week, is where I'm at with it. I've been doing it for like 2.5 years. No, not 2.5 years. 1.5 years now, and I've barely missed a week. And I think it's helped me an awful lot. I mean, I've still had some tough days or some mental health days, but I think the gym has helped a lot. Hello, Angel of Val, how you doing? I feel in a way I'm lucky though, because like I can talk about mental health, I think, at times. Not just here, in other places. I think there's a real stigma for men about talking about mental health. Like, you know, men were just supposed to be, you know, like the strong provider for the family and nothing can ever bother us. We're like, well, shit does bother us. We just usually don't have people to talk to about it, right? So it can be difficult. Yeah, I'm great. Thanks for asking. I'm tired though, and I'm going to bed. And when I said 10 minutes, like 7 minutes ago. So you just caught the end of the stream. But I appreciate you dropping past. I started working out, and I love it, but I gave myself tennis elbow. I mean, I think the trick, if you're like, I started working out properly when I was like 40. I'm 42 now. I think when you start working out when you're a bit older, you have to sort of start to realize the signals that your body sends you, and when you push too hard, it'll tell you like, fuck off, you're pushing too hard. You have to listen to those signals and just back off. So I think once you can get over that hump, you can have a pretty productive relationship with the gym as an older person. My mental health is leave me under a rock and leave me be. You know, I hate it now. Like when I first started working out in my first year, I must have injured myself like 3 or 4 times in that first year, and every time I injured myself, it was like, oh, I can't go back to the gym for like 7 to 10 days. And I felt like it was the worst. So now, if I'm lifting anything and I feel like a twinge in any muscle, I just instantly back off that exercise. Like I'm just like I'm not like a twinge in a muscle or some I feel something that I don't normally feel. I'm just instantly stopping. Because I can't be bothered being out of action for like a week or 10 days just because I pushed a little bit too hard on some exercise. I'd much rather like back off and come back fresh at the same exercise. Like I was doing squats. I don't even lift a lot when I'm doing squats because I train upper body a lot more than I train lower body. So I was squatting like maybe like nothing. It wasn't even a lot of weight, like 22.5 kilograms or something. And like I just did a squat and my left knee just made this like, I don't know, just like a shooting pain in my left knee that I haven't felt before. And like I said, I wasn't even lifting much, but I was just like instantly, I was like, right, no more squats today. Because that little pain there just tells me like something's not right. You know, just come back try squats another day, right? And like I said, I wasn't even lifting much at all. So if I feel anything unusual now when I'm lifting any sort of weight in any exercise, I just instantly back off that exercise until next session. And I think once you learn that, then I think you can really enjoy your training as a 40-something-year-old. Maybe one day I'll be as buff as these Blade Guard, huh? Wonder how buff these guys actually are under all this fucking armor, eh? I mean, they look pretty buff in the Warhammer TV animations, huh? Okie dokie. I think that's going to be it then. I think we'll be back tomorrow night. Armulus show. For anyone that joined the stream late, the first version of the damage calculator is now available. I showed it at the start of the stream. I'll put the link in chat if anyone hasn't checked it out. Some people are online, some people are using it. Apparently got 4 people online right now. So you can load your presets, you can build your army, you can build your defensive unit, you can clear it, you can save it, you can calculate your damage, you can calculate your probability. It works on your mobile phone. You can load up previous sessions, calculate the damage, calculate the probability. Check it out, it's free. bacommander.github.io youtube.com/BA Mathhammer. There's a room. There's a room over in the Discord to discuss it, to report any bugs, and to ask for any features that you think might make it better. So please do check it out. My intention is to have this, probably improve this a little bit, but then I want to launch, for 11th edition launching, I want to have a fully functional, free to use damage calculator available that anyone can just use. It's just there. I want it to be ready for. I want to have a fully functioning damage calculator for 11th edition. I want it to be ready, like I don't want to say as soon. Like they announced the rules for 11th edition. I want to have my damage calculator ready within I want to say 24 hours, but it'd probably take me a little longer than 24 hours. But I want to have it ready ASAP. So it's there, you can use it. Enjoy your Saturday night, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. I certainly appreciate it. But there was one more comment. The Warhammer community is a very safe space. I never expected that. I never thought people would be chill. I mean, you do get people at tournaments that are super try-hard and that are not chill, but I mean, I think you get that in any walk of life, right? Like, I am much more chill. I think
it depends on the person's age. Because I feel like when I was younger, maybe I was super competitive. Do you know what? Maybe I was a bit more of a douchebag, you know. But now, I'm pretty chill. I'd like to have fun with people. I like to be friendly with people. Can the damage calculator be able to support the Calgar command teleport Homer for 6 different Calgar units deep striking? I don't know if it could support that, but we could certainly try, Last Dragon. That was my favourite super chat from that stream. I was trying to explain to my wife your super chat. It was so funny. And I said to my wife, I was like, someone sent me a super chat that was kind of funny, but I was trying to say to her, like, I couldn't stop laughing. I tried like 3 times to read the super chat, and she was like, was it really funny? And I was like, it was pretty funny, but in my like I want to say half-baked. I mean, I was totally sober, but I mean half-baked as in like, I'd gone to sleep super early, I'd woken up, I was a bit discombobulated from having like a 2-hour nap, because I never really go for naps anymore. Or never really go for naps in general, I guess. So I was trying to say to my wife, in my half-baked state, I just thought it was the funniest thing ever, and I tried like 3 or 4 times to read the super chat out, and every time I got to the end, I just started cracking up. And she was like, was it really that funny? And I was like, no, it wasn't that funny. Like, I don't know why I couldn't stop laughing, but I just couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was priceless, man, so I appreciate the super chats. There was a bunch of super chats tonight as well, guys. Thank you so much for that. There's a cracker of a video coming out on Wednesday morning for the 1st of April, so check that one out when it launches. And I'll see a few of you tomorrow night for the Armulus show. And please, if you've got 10 minutes, try out the damage calculator. Give me some feedback on it, because I want it to be like. There's no point me making a damage calculator that like works out all the damage and the probability if people are going to it and like, oh, it's really difficult to use. It's it's too many clicks. It doesn't save this state. It doesn't do, like, so if there's, I would like it so people would use it, right? Like, I want it for people to use it. I want people to be like, this really handy tool. I want to use it. Because otherwise, what the fuck is the point of it, right? I mean, you could argue it's a free tool. You don't have to use it. It's there, whatever. But yeah, that's my thoughts behind it. Guys, have a great evening. I'm yabbering because I'm tired. I'll see you tomorrow.